Welcome to this week's Product Spotlight, where we highlight a different technology company each week. My name is Eric Perry, and this show is brought to you by TechnologyAdvice, where we educate, advise, and connect buyers and sellers of business technology. In this week's Spotlight, we are highlighting Dundas, and we have Vlad Katkov, the solution architect, to tell us about Dundas. First things first, I asked him to describe Dundas in one sentence. This is what he had to say.
Dundas BI provides the client with an extremely flexible BI and visual analytics platform that's capable of helping different types of users with various skill sets fulfill their individual and organizational level data needs.
I followed up with a question about how Dundas differentiates itself from its competitors.
So I'd say the main differentiator is tied to the flexibility that I just mentioned. It doesn't only center around how the users can display their data, but also how they can prepare and then interact with it. So users can actually consume data directly from the source at runtime, or they can store it in our data warehouse, or even keep it in their server's memory for the best performance. Dashboards, reports, and scorecards, they can all be built quite easily using our drag and drop editor, but users also have the option to go in and inject their own JavaScript code or use our fully open APIs to extend the application to meet any of their custom requirements. So our API also makes embedding Dundas BI extremely easy into an existing portal. And our end goal is to be able to say that our application makes 80% of use cases easy and all the rest possible, so that users aren't finding themselves limited by the product.
I asked him who his ideal customer is, and this is what he had to say.
So Dundas BI is designed to provide capabilities to all types of users, ranging from consumers who will generally be viewing the data, to analysts that can create data sets, and all the way to BI professionals and developers who have access to our ETL layer. So we typically see the most successful implementations when the customer uses their entire team to create, consume, and govern the solution, especially when they deploy it in-house. And as a result, we don't tend to focus on a single industry or vertical, as the application's flexibility will allow it to work with any data. But with that being said, we do play very well within the embedded solution space for OEMs and client-facing portals that require tight integration with their existing products.
I followed by pricing. I asked him how his product is priced.
Our product is licensed by users. So there are three different types of users: standard users, power users, and developers. Standard and power users can either be named or concurrent, which means you can share one license among several people. Customers can and usually do opt for a perpetual pricing model, which is a one-time fee. However, we'd also offer a subscription-based model that has an annual fee associated with it. What's interesting about our licensing model is that we don't put hardware limits on the deployment, such as a specific number of CPU cores. This makes it very easy to scale your deployment across more than one server, or even move to a more powerful server if the need arises, in the future, without worrying about additional costs.
I asked him what Dundas was looking to improve, and this is what he had to say.
So one of the areas we're currently working on is enhancing our mobile capabilities and viewing options. Dundas BI is based on HTML5, and it currently does adapt nicely to all mobile devices, and it does support touch gestures such as pinch to zoom and a long tap. But one of our focuses is we are adding more options to make that mobile experience even smarter and more streamlined in our future versions.
To cap off the round of questions, I asked him what a best practice was for implementing his product.
So the nice thing about Dundas BI is that it allows you to build your views or data models directly after the data exploration step. So what we typically recommend is to go from data to dashboard as quickly as possible in order to display your data. And then from there, you can start expanding and building a full solution that will work for many users. And like any other technology, because there are a lot of options available, it's always a good idea to watch some of our videos and online tutorials that are available freely on our support website. We also offer several training courses to help familiarize users with the application and let them know what it's possible and what it's capable of doing. And lastly, we do have a best practices course for both the application and data visualizations in general, regardless of which technology you're using it with.
If you would like to find out more about Dundas or other business technology and data virtualization products, check out our website, TechnologyAdvice.com, where we can help you find the best technology for your business. Thanks for watching.